Shout out to everyone here on a beautiful Sunday night. On a beautiful Sunday night. Shout out to each and every one of us here. Shout out to the crypto lifers. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're here with the crypto lifer, and you are the lifers. We're going to have a beautiful show tonight. Look at that money pouring into cryptocurrency. I was just thinking, it's not fun to get rich alone. It's not fun to get rich alone. And, most people that stick with this and stick with me through cryptocurrency and stick with just this journey in crypto, we're going to end up so loaded, and we're going to end up so far ahead of most people. Sorry to say. But it's going to be fun. Cheers to everyone that's getting it ready for the journey. Cheers to anyone that's took the last year or two with me. Let's look for another couple of years. Let's get on this run. Let's get it. We've made money in the down run. We've made money in the uptrend. We've made money going sideways. It does not matter. We have found a way to take ends out of this market. Shout out to everyone here on the live. We're going to look at what we see here tonight. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. Before I get it going, I'm going to have that honey. I stand by my honey. Just so good. It's so good. And it's bee throw up. Bees just keep throwing up into each other's mouth. You know that, right? Yep, that's what it is. Bee puke. But you got to have your bee puke if you want to live. Get that organic bee puke. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's jump in to Bitcoin and the weekly. And the weekly. And the weekly. Wait. Let's get ready. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Are you ready? Are you ready? I can't hear you. I said, are you ready? I still can't hear you. I said, are you ready? And dang, I hate being good at my job. Why did I have to call the Bitcoin dump so nicely to the downside, right? I was like, watch till 1 hour. It looks like we're going to dump for Bitcoin, and we did. So crazy, right? So crazy. The volatility on Sunday night is heavy. Be careful. I always say be careful on Sunday night. There's a lot of charts. I was looking at a lot of things, but despite the energy, you got to watch Bitcoin at all times. Whatever Bitcoin's going to do, it's going to wreck the rest of the market and everything else that you're planning on doing. So you got to watch Bitcoin every single time. And if you were in my trading group, I have this white line pointed out to the measured move at 36,770. And I said, watch out for Bitcoin, highly likely to take a bit of a dump. I think 36,800 even was the low, but it went to 37,566. Did a bit of a bounce here, got low on the 1 hour. But why did I say that? Because I saw that we were rolling over on the stochastics RSI, and we hadn't made a higher high, and we were pointing to the downside. Okay? Not too bad. It could have been worse. Can we break back into the pattern is what I'm looking for. Or that could still be a pattern holder, or just a wick, end up being a wick to the downside. We shall see if we can wick back up here on the 4-hour time frame. We'll see. Actually, that candle did close. Let's break it down. Let's delete my work. We're going to start fresh. Sad too, because it was a green candle and now it's not. Let's get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. I thought I was going to pass out. I think I did pass out. Well, shout out to everyone here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close here. So here is Bitcoin, 37,792. Not a strong weekly candle at all. Look at these 2 wicks to the downside. Heavy sell pressure on Bitcoin. However, we are holding this long, and we still haven't had a candle close on the weekly below $37,000. However, that was a vicious move to the downside, crushing a lot of longs. However, I see a lot of shorts still to the upside. I think they're enticing more and more shorts. The liquidation for the shorts will be pretty hard. So the weekly candle right here, here it is. It's not a fun candle. Let's take a look at it. It's a red candle. It opened at 38,406. The high was 42,597. The low was 37,161. And the candle would close at 37,793. It would go down $615, down 0.16%. Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Very sad to see Bitcoin struggling on that weekly. It was holding a green candle, but that is the volatility on a Sunday night into Monday morning. Heavy volatility. Always be careful. Always watch your trades. High risk trading on Sunday night. Every single time, it's high risk trading on Sunday night. Every single time. I'll tell you that. So that's the weekly candle. It's not a good candle. It's an ugly candle. It's a bearish candle by definition. Okay, it's a bearish hammer. You know, if it was upside down, it would be a bullish hammer. See? Hammer is like a, you know, it's got like a big piece of iron here, little piece of wood at the top, and the handle at the bottom. You could swing it like a sledgehammer. So, all eyes on the next candle on the weekly, but, you know, not the best. Not the best. But we are holding levels. We are holding levels. We are holding a higher low compared to here for the last 3 weeks in a row. And we do see the weekly starting to push to the upside. MACD about to get a bit of a cross. And, as I've been pointing out for the last few weeks, swing up to swing up. Okay? Swing down to swing down here on the RSI. Gives us hidden bullish divergence, which 9 out of 10 times puts the price bigger to the upside. 5 biddies, 60, 3,000 shib. Shout out to everyone on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So the weekly candle, right, is consolidating here. Now, I'm not a moon boy. I am not a bear boy. I take a look at the charts every single day and look at it the way it is. I do accumulate Bitcoin long term. I keep a bag and continuously buy Bitcoin over and over again. Small amounts, 300 here, 500 here. On a nasty, nasty red day. When the invasion happened, bought more Bitcoin. Whenever Bitcoin gets low, 35K, 33K, 28K. Hell, if we go to 10K, you'll see me on camera live. See, that's the difference between me and almost any other YouTuber out. You will see me on camera live whenever there's a nasty red day. Go to all the nasty red days on the chart. Then go to find my channel. Highly likely you'll see me buying Bitcoin on that day. I'm almost positive I bought Bitcoin. I'm online every day. And whenever Bitcoin is in a nasty red downtrend, I'm buying it up. And I'm usually buying it live here on the channel. So, again, I am a long-term bullish proponent of Bitcoin. But I also play and short Bitcoin if I have to in my swing bag. So I got a swing trade bag and a long-term hold idea. I'm able to separate both, you know. Tastes good. Finally cleaned my Berkey. Had to clean the Berkey out. Had some nasty, yeah, it was time to clean it out. So the market got a bit of a move here. Let's see if anything is holding on my KuCoin pairs here. Lithium still holding 9% gains. GMB still holding 8% gains, which happens to be called Gambit, right? Gambit. Look at that thing, popped hard. And someone was looking at it in my group just 2 days ago. Yeah, even I think it was last night. Shout out to my trading group. Insanity. Everyone in my trading group has been working extremely, extremely hard. It's been absolute insanity, the amount of charts that I see coming in. Looked at ZKTube as well. ZKTube is on the radar. You can see it didn't drop a lot compared to what Bitcoin did, holding its level in this zone. We could say this is the zone. So ZKTube is on the radar. You might just want to write it down. Do your own research. Find out what I'm talking about. See why ZKTube. Hey, it's up to you. Do your own research. Do the TA. Find out what technical analysis is. If you don't know what it is, get privy to the science, use it to your advantage, see if you can pick up what I'm putting down. So look at this cup and handle for ZK Tube. This thing could break out. 28% gains possible coming. 43.93 ZK Tube. Just something to think about on the radar. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Another thing that we're going to have to be keen on. We're going to have to look at the Dow futures. Highly likely they are red since Bitcoin took a bit of a dump this second. The Dow futures open. No, they are not. They are green. Dow futures up 245 points. That's good to see. That means we could be bouncing off the channel that we have there in the Dow Jones. We'll look at that in a second. Saturday night is fun because it's the only night I don't have to look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I like that. I wish we didn't have to. We didn't always. Now we seem to be coupling pretty much. Can OGN give more? Is UFO pumping? I'm telling you right now. Shout out to the lifers. Shout out to everyone in my trading group. Today and yesterday was one of the most high-level days I've ever had in the trading group. More charts, more ideas, long-term planning. The group was cohesive. Unbelievable. Thank you. So the group was just unreal today. It really was. It really was. Dow futures up 245 and 90 points, 33,000 on the low, 33,190 on the last trade. Dow futures, not too shabby. For the next morning, we could open green. All right. RUNE has been hot. Watching it here, was wondering if it could go parabolic out of this move to the upside. A little bit of a double top there, but look at the 2 hour holding its own. Could be actually forming a new, bigger move here. Let's take a look at RUNE. Flagging out at the top. Forming a possible bull flag here. RUNE. Does RUNE want to go for more on the 2 hour? It could go to 745 from 641. This little shakeout right now is a nice little time to shake people out. This is good prices to get in when they shake Bitcoin down. Brings the altcoins just into the sweet spot. But again, you got to do whatever makes you happy. You got to do whatever makes you happy. But RUNE in a bit of a nice channel there. Look, lithium pumped hard, pumped hard, pumped hard again. Continuing to move to the upside. This thing was on fire. Insanity. And look, it's all about these wedges. You just find these wedges over and over again with low stochastics. They don't all break out, but you just keep finding them. Boom, boom, boom. Lithium just kept hitting them. 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Insanity. Lithium even still looks like it may have more legs. You got to go to the smaller time frame. Look at that. And these are like kind of mimic, like these are the same, like that was the same idea as this and this, you know? Wow. Got to go to the 5 minute and the thing is still printing a flag. Like it's like there's some insane love for this thing. Wow, look at what just happened there. Insanity. Lithium on the 1 minute chart is out of control. Out of control. DAP craziness too on the 1 minute. Just showing you some things you might want to write down and look at. It's up to you though. Completely up to you. This is looking like it's getting very, very tight. VAIOT, V-A-I-O-T, getting very tight into a channel. Didn't move much when Bitcoin dumped at all. Did barely nothing. Actually pumped a little bit. This is looking very bullish to me. Strong coin compared to the rest of the market. This coin is acting very strong. You see? I like when Bitcoin takes a bit of a dump because you can see what coins did not. And that can tell you something. It's almost like a win-win, you know? And that's how you can use a, you know, what most people would be like a worried situation into a good situation. Kadena, one of the top coins that I suggested that I would be DCAing into throughout 2022 and to the end of 2021. Throughout these low periods for Kadena, it was a stizzle. Like all these areas here, 486, this whole place to me was an accumulation zone for Kadena. The daily, double bottoming here, higher low. Seems to be forming a very nice low with the 200-day moving average getting tight. Kadena, highly likely could see it back up here at 29 before you know it. Again, most people don't believe me because they're in disbelief, the market's in these movements, but I just look at the TA. And that daily wants to rip to the upside. Kadena on the long term, on my radar, I believe this is one of the top coins of 2022. Again, do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. But if you're new to the channel, if you're new to crypto, you might want to do a little deep dive into Kadena. Okay? Kadena. It has solved the trilemma, is what they claim, which is scalability, right? Security, right? Scalability, security, and speed. You need all three. You want it to be scalable and be able to move fast, like be able to add more and more nodes and computers, but you also want it to be able to be fast. When you make it more when you add more scalability, sometimes you slow down the network, right? But then you want to make it secure. When you take away security to speed it up, you actually lose security for speed. So you lose some security to get more speed. So then you bring some more security back, but then there's more checks and balances. That takes away some of the speed. And this is kind of the trilemma in cryptocurrency. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So Dow futures doing their thing. Let's take a look at the show here. Let's take a look at what we see for the dollar index. What are you doing, dollar, baby? So it pumped out of the diamond that we had here to the upside. Hit resistance again. Coming to the downside on the daily. But it got a little bit of a pump. Let's see here. Daily doing a flip there. Not a good look. See the daily flip there? And we actually had this in a bit of a falling wedge. Falling wedges break down. I can't stand how TA always plays out. Sometimes it plays out in a way where you don't want it to play out. Just like, don't play out like that. You know, don't break out of a falling wedge. And like, I wouldn't even call that a wedge. It's like the messiest channel I've ever drawn, I'll be honest. It's kind of more like this, but it was a direct fall. Pumped right out of it. Look at that. V-shaped recovery. However, the 1 hour does want to dump for us. Says we could get a nice, keep coming down. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours hit its point. Could we come on down too? So we don't want to see it break 99. 99.42. Please, we want to see this become resistance and come to the downside. All right. The dollar index, though, a little bit of a struggle there for Bitcoin out of nowhere as the dollar pumped on a Sunday night too. Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at our old friend. So it's been in this channel, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's been in this upward channel, rising wedges, If this rising wedge can break down, alts will pop. That's what we're looking at here. If this rising wedge can break lower, the alts will pump. That's what we need. Bit of resistance here. Today, alts were pumping. IMV up for 300% gains. People were nailing it. IMV, inverse protocol, I guess it was called. Banging on them. Badger protocol, look connected to it. Might pump as well. Might want to write that down. Keep it on the radar. In my opinion, the bottom of Bitcoin was 37,780. The bottom? Interesting. I wouldn't call that yet. DTN is dumping. Can we see TH on Phantom? In my opinion, the bottom for Bitcoin was 37,780. The man, the legend, the lifer. Shout out to Crypto Not, the dude. Appreciate you. Crypto Naughty. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Super chats, BREWLABS. Oh yeah, he's back for more. If you, USA, took your coin off Gate.io. America ban. Big Chief toilet paper. If you, USA, take coin off Gate, America ban. Yeah, Gate.io is doing that thing. Gate.io is pulling the card. Crypto Muser, great show this morning. Shout out to Dustin Cava, loving us. Thank you, Dustin. You're the man. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house. Thank you for jumping on into the live. Shout out to all my moderators here on a Sunday night. Zero Allegiance, Love Learning, Dustin Cava, Gina Babina, and all my awesome lifers in the house. Thank you for being here. Stack McChange, appreciate you. Got the glasses back, my man. My man. For the late night streams, to keep me going. Gregory the Sniper, I'm starting to hop into AVAX on the down. Seems it's been hiding. Yep, got the Gate.io email yesterday, my man. Keep up the good work, Crypto Lifer crew. Shout out to Jonathan Schmitz. Can we look at GOUSDT? It's looking tight. Yo, yay is the fire. Yo, YA is the fire. Love it. Shout out to Greg Novak. Let's take a look. So Bitcoin dominance needs to dump out of this channel to the upside. However, looks like it could be doing a flip here on the 4 hour, and the 1 hour is down, ready for a nice pop back up. showing signs that Bitcoin is about to make a big move. Boom. I'm just showing you, like, it's showing signs Bitcoin's about to make a big move back to the upside. That's what's brewing here. A lot of shorts still shorting Bitcoin right now. A lot of shorts still shorting Bitcoin. And I'm telling you, it doesn't look good for when you have that many shorts on that side. Every time you have more on one side, they get hit. They've never not gotten hit. So I don't know. I'm not going to really do anything else. So we could just extend my channel, say that it never really broke. Look, it's still tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tight. Come back up, come back down. That's why I say a big move is coming for Bitcoin, because you don't see Bitcoin squiggle into these tiny little channels. Right there, it got tight, big move happened. Here it started to get tight, big move. It's doing a similar ideal here. You know, it's doing something similar, okay? The only thing is, look, this could be an inverse. See how this is the uptrend here, and this is the big hill here, and we pop? Is this the big hill here, and we drop? Interesting. So we did dump. I kind of called the dump for Bitcoin if you were in my trading group. Suggested to watch out. I can't say I called it, but I said watch out. Highly likely it's going to drop because of the stochastics RSI. Let me bring it back in time. The replay tool is really a good tool to use when you're using TradingView. I can teach you TradingView here. If you come to the live stream every single day, you'll know how to use this amazing tool to your advantage. It's free at the beginning, but once you have it and you love it, you'll be paying for it because you'll absolutely love what it does for you. There's no reason why you won't want to pay for TradingView. And if you get it on Black Friday and all those awesome sales in November, it's like worth its weight in gold. So when I saw this, look, you have resistance, then a lower resistance. Not even the same one. You couldn't even get above that one. And I started to see a turn here, and I saw this curling down, and I said to everybody, watch out. We drew the bull pennant, or bear pennant at that point. Drop to the downside, measured move. How to get the measured move? Length of the pole, length of the base of this triangle. And then you swing it down. And that kind of tells you where you're going to go, area. You press the play button, see how this played out. Price dropped exactly to the target there, to the measured move. And how do you get that? How do you get that good at trading? Well, it's all about knowing your technical analysis and letting it play out the way it's supposed to be played, not using emotions. Because your emotions, you may not want it to drop. You may be in a trade, and you're like, no, I don't want it to drop. But you can't trade on those emotions. You got to just let it do what it's going to do. That's the liquidity. There's people down there trying to short long Bitcoin. Too many people got in long, started putting stop losses. They saw too much liquidity down here that had to be eaten alive. They came and grabbed it up. The market maker. So that's why it was likely to me that was going to happen. And that's how I was able to tell my crew and my trading group to watch out, just in case, we had a lot of stings open, but I still said, be careful. Bitcoin could dump on you. And just to prove it, I don't know why I like to prove it, but watch your trades. The 1 hour can dump on us here, right? And I'm pointing it out, and I'm showing you exactly what's highly likely going to happen, right? And that is at 4:24 p.m., right? So if you're in my trading group, even if it's Saturday, Sunday, I don't care when it is, you're going to be up on the market. You're going to have a little bit of a know-how of what's happening in the market before it happens. And isn't that beautiful? What a $99 insurance policy that is a month. Unreal. I would pay for that any day of the week, on top of the screen share that we do once a week, on top of being able to look at all the token metrics things that I'm looking at, which cost $84 a month. So much coming at you, and all my analysts, and all the calls, and all the other people in the group that are just banging on them. This weekend alone, ask my group. They were taking money hand over fist this morning. Saturday, there was actually money to be made in this market. Let's take a look at INV. INV banged on them, like out of control. INV USDT, take a look at this thing. It was in a wedge getting tight. My man Beats produced the beats. Let's call him out for what he is. He's banging it. He's in the group every single day. He's spending 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in the group, posting charts, grinding out. Just, and he doesn't know how many people he's helping. He doesn't, I think he does, but when people get in the group, they get inspired helping other people. And this thing banged on him. Look at this thing. Today alone, it was up 221% gains. We were in my group was all over it. So banging on them. And even at 490, there was more happening. Went from 490 when he called it out, and it went to 750. Even at 490 when we looked at it, there was more gains coming, another 30% gains coming. Thoughts on Darkcoin, big game launch end of April, potential 10 to 20x. I like DAR a lot. I actually owned bags of it, and I got in at like 4, which is kind of sad. Not too much, a couple racks, but you know, I do own mines of Darlinia. I like the coin. I think it could do big things. I believe in it. DAR, yeah, I like it. Hope the coin launch is big for it. I would love to get my money back and more. I believed in the project since day one. I really like mines of Darlinia, but we shall see, right? Anything could happen. Of course, it's in my interest. I would love it to pump back up, and it could. It actually could too. You know, with the interest, with the metaverse, with the movement. If we get a big bull run like we're supposed to, we never really had that Krakatoa bull run. Bitcoin goes to 100K and the whole market just goes insane. We go to $3, $5, $6, $7 trillion in market cap. Could this break out of the wedge? It is getting tight on the daily. Starting to show a floor here, triple bottom. 1, 2, 3. Pushing up on the daily time frame. We need to see it get above 131 and continue to move to the upside. Back up here to the top, basically, where I bought in, around $4 and $3, which is sad. Has to do like a 10x for me to get my money back. It's so whack. But mine's a Darlinia. You know what I'm saying? Took a shot on a little coin. I put in what I was willing to lose anyway, so I wasn't that worried about it. But again, you never know. We could see where it goes. Maybe I double down back at 63 and try to make a move out of it. I do like what it is, but I don't like to chase falling knives too. That's just not part of my trading style. I like to trade things that show me market structure, swing trade them, and then only long-term hold, like, you know, a few coins that I truly believe in. Me too, bud. So excited to see my dude continuing to do his thing. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the game. Been so busy with the stuff that isn't really important. Wish I could be here every minute, peeps. It's the story of a man named Brady. Mr. Whoa, Brady, is he a footballer? Caleron, you're the best to watch the fam while we play Shoots and Ladders. We all say much West, Michigan love. Shout out to Eric Browning. Thank you. So sorry I'm not here as often as I should be. It's all good, man. Do we think it's going to keep dumping? Lifers, I need all of you for support. I'm getting married in May. I still need a lot to make it happen. Love you guys. You'll be all right, man. You're going to get it in. You're going to make it happen. Super Chats, BREWLABS, Go, USDT, ADA, and Zcash. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. Shout out to Justin Pacarant. Thoughts on ADA and Zcash. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. Tom Brady is back, baby. No, he's not. He really is, isn't he? He really is, isn't he? He really is, isn't he? I knew he wasn't going anywhere, man. I just had this feeling, man. No way. No, wait. Tom Brady is back, baby. No. Is it true? 313. Barstool Sports. The haters and the non-believers. The idiots of the world really bought the Tom Brady retirement. I didn't buy it either. I just didn't buy it. I mean, I was sad, but there was never a doubt. When rumors of his return began to swirl, all the skeptics were saying he wanted to play for the 49ers. Why? Because it's his hometown team. I kept hearing he was going to play for the 49ers. The Buccaneers fans across the world deserve this. We're coming for our number 8, our third. Let's even go, all of you. Man, they could have won last year, man. They really could have. Dude, Brady is back. I get to watch Tom Brady again, babe. Babe, Brady's back. Brady's back. Yes. Sorry, but I've been a huge Tom Brady fan my whole life, man. That's crazy. I just found out live on camera. Tom Brady, baby. Yeah. It's just too good to be true. I can't believe it. Man, I thought I'd never see him play another snap again, and I was just so like bummed, man. I don't know why. There was something about it. I had this like weird feeling. I was like, man, football just ain't football without watching Tom Brady. He's back. Like, it's gonna have to happen to me again. I don't know when. A couple years from now, he's gonna leave again. I'm like, oh man. But hey, let the chips fall, baby. Brady's back, baby. Brady's back. Yo, you guys are bugging me out. This is crazy. I know it's a crypto show, and I don't mean to bug anyone out, and some people probably turned off. It's like, these guys are into football. But I was watching Tom Brady since such a young kid, man. And honestly, he inspired me to do what I'm doing on this channel today, because there's so many times where people gave up on the Patriots, people gave up on our team, and he never did. And we fought through amazing odds. We won Super Bowls 28-3, right? Malcolm Butler catches the interception. That was absolutely insane. Malcolm Butler in the end zone. My God, I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like this. Why didn't they just run the ball with Marshawn Lynch? That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Bob, couldn't you believe it? The guy is the greatest rusher on earth. He's like 245 pounds. He would have gotten an inch and fallen into the end zone, but they threw it. Who called that play? I mean, was it Russell Wilson? Was it Pete Carroll? My God, what kind of play was that in the Super Bowl? I mean, and the only thing that could have happened, the only way the Patriots could have won that game is if they threw an interception, and they did. What a bunch of clowns. Seattle should be just disgraced with themselves. Oh my God, this is absolutely horrible. Look at Pete Carroll. Look at his face. Look at Pete Carroll's face. He is absolutely... You see him? He took off the headphones. He was like, no. You know, that is... You ever want to, like, just look at someone in despair? Watch Pete Carroll when Malcolm Butler catches that ball. That was horrible. Okay, so sad to say, total market cap keeps doing beautiful things, and then it doesn't. However, it's getting tight, my friends. Look at this. Up, down, up, down. It's getting tight, too. Big move needs to be happening to the upside. Look at the daily. Getting to the oversold region. Wanted to make a move. However, we can't get down here, and there could still be more downside. These levels need to hold. I'm not guaranteeing we're continuing up. We could fall. This could be a bear pennant, and we could drop to the downside, and we could end up somewhere down here. Bitcoin could go to 10K, 20K. You always have to be ready for anything, okay? And I know people don't want to hear that. People don't want to come to this channel to hear Bitcoin's going to 10K. I'm telling you, you have to be ready for anything that could happen in the market. Do you have a stop loss? Do you have a plan? Have you taken some profits? Do you know what you're going to do? Do you know where you want to be at? Do you have a plan? Okay? These are things that you need to ask yourself. Are you ready for the volatility? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? This game is not for everybody. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak-hearted. You have to be strong to maintain mental toughness in cryptocurrency. So look, we got rejected by 1.82 trillion. My line in the sand there. We fell right through 1.75. We bounced at 1.66. Came up, fell through it again, and the weekly candle did not close. Nasty redness. And we're bouncing here at 1.6633 trillion. We came close, but we got 2 candle wicks to the upside. Can we get the bounce we're needing on the daily time frame? Okay. 4 hour as well as oversold. Never got the bounce. We're still down here for the push to the upside. Now you can see 1, 2. We're in the bigger channel, which says we're actually going to come down here and bounce off 1.62. A little more downside coming for the entire market cap. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Now we're oversold on all time frames though. The 4 hour, the 1 hour, the daily, and the 15-minute. That's usually where we get the push to the upside. So look, is there bullish divergence occurring? There is. Look at this. What do I mean by this? Well, if you look at the 15-minute, you have swing down to swing down here. That's your swing. That's your second swing to the downside. When we look at the tightness here in the small and the RSI, that is a move to the upside here. Very small. And if you need to see it, you double click and you can kind of look at it nice and neat. Make it the biggest thing you want, on your screen. Make sure you're precise. Like, that's an uptrend. Double click on out again. Now boom. You got your downtrend, your uptrend. That is confirmed bullish divergence. With stochastics to the low. MACD wanting to make a turn. MACD is extremely low. That's what you want to see. Lowest you've seen it on the 15-minute. Last time we got that low, we did get a nice push back to the upside. Somewhere down here. Look at this. Boom. We could be looking at one of these wicks right here. Boom. But just on a higher spot. However, we do need to hold above this range at $1.663 trillion. We keep getting these big push-ups, push back down. We are getting tight. A big move is coming. It could be a big move to the downside. So I don't want everyone to think just because I'm saying a big move is coming that it's going to be up or down. We're going to see. It could be either. Highly likely, we want it to go back to the upside based on why? Because we're at the bottom of the channel. And every time we're at the bottom of this channel, we did pump back to the upside for a reversal. Highly likely, Bitcoin does get the reversal. However, we need to see it happen again. This is that same channel that I keep saying they're pushing us in and out of over and over again. Look, I go to like the 6 hour. This is this channel. It started here, up, down. They fell out, came up, came back down. We stayed tight in here. Now they broke us out. Well, they break us back in and then pop us out again. Crazy. They keep breaking us to the upside, shredding through the liquidity. Breaking us to the upside, shredding through the liquidity. Downside, getting the shorts, shredding them up. And they've done a good job eating the liquidity for the last few months here. Just dun, 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 dun. It's getting tight. They're going to have to pick a position because there's too much liquidity on one side eventually. Right now, if we look at high block, it's all shorts up here. A guy shorted here. A guy shorted there. A woman shorted here. This person shorted here. A binary shorted there. A bunch of people shorted, and all of them have a stop. Stop. This whole area is full of stop losses. See? This whole zone is full of tons of liquidity that the market maker wants to eat alive. It's highly likely he comes and grabs it. It's highly likely he comes and grabs it. Okay? So again, I would watch a short right now based on this idea. All right? I wouldn't be short in the market at the present time. But again, you never know. 3-day isn't looking that great either, coming to the downside. 3-day could complete more downside, and that could actually bring us back down here to 34,500 or even back down to 29K. So nothing's guaranteed right now. Market is sketchy. We still have war news up and down. The Dow being up right now is somewhat of a good sign, but we could be falling now too, back to 168. So we shall see. We shall see. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a look at gold. How is gold holding up? 1917. Highly likely gold would make a bit of a flag here. Why? Because no matter what the asset is, if it falls away from the 21-day moving average, it's highly likely to come back. When gold pumped high, it got far from the 21. It would have to come back and make this channel. Look at this beautiful wedge that gold is making now. Gold may want to push to the upside. Let's wait for this 1 hour to come on back down. Once it does, I could see gold pushing back up. This could extend this channel down a little bit more. Something like this. You could see gold back a little lower, 1945. I really don't see gold breaking this resistance at 1942. If it does, the next really mini support, 1880. I honestly don't know if gold will break 1880, except for some type of black push swan event. I could see gold continuing to the upside. Measured move there is 2,092 for gold. So that's the total market cap. Let's take a look at all the altcoins. The total market cap of all the altcoins, they dump too as well. Everything dumps when Bitcoin dumps. Remember that. The volatility of Bitcoin controls the entire market. Watch the market closely. This is Bitcoin chop right here. Worst thing to trade. It's hard for altcoins. It's hard for Bitcoin. It's one of the hardest things to trade is this chop. If you're doing well in my trading group, that means you are putting in the work because it's hard chop to trade. Okay? Very, very hard chop to trade. I like to take a look at ETH BTC just to see where it's going, see what we're looking at for the trajectory. So ETH BTC, we've been talking about, still in this kind of flag, if you will, right? And could continue to the upside. Hasn't really changed. If it breaks down, it could come back down to the bottom of the pattern, like I'm saying. That could possibly happen. But so far, it's been holding its own. Eventually, I do see ETH beating up on Bitcoin, making about 217% gains against Bitcoin in the long run. But not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. US tether dominance, which can kind of give you an idea if there's going to be some bearishness occurring, is trying to break out here on the daily. But as I said before, it's high and, but hey, doesn't mean it can't make a big push here. So this could be a big move. Boom. And we could get up out of here. So watch US tether dominance. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours also getting overbought, but could be the catalyst for a move to the upside. That could be scary for Bitcoin. Also, it's up here. We see momentum here. I'd like to see this turn and start a downtrend and get rejected by this area. So we'd like to see we'd like to see tether dominance not break above 4.87. Starts breaking above 4.87. That could be a breakout of this channel. That could be, another struggle for Bitcoin. Okay. Let's take a look at the short for Bitcoin. What is it doing? And, when it looks like Bitcoin was going to dump, you just play the absolute, and basically this is exactly Bitcoin upside down. So you just flip Bitcoin upside down, and if it looks bullish, then go to the short and play the short. It's what the kind of easy thing to do is, right? And nothing's easy on a Sunday night. I don't suggest anyone hit anything on a Sunday night. It's very, very risky to trade Sunday night into Monday morning. Worst time to trade. Worst time to put your money at risk because it's just up and down, not easy, right? 4.74% gains coming out of the short. Took a wick back down. Highly likely it's getting to the, now that's where I would be exiting. Even if there was more coming, I like to kind of jump on out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. And I didn't trade this short, and I'm not claiming I did. I'm just trying to give you an idea of next time you see Bitcoin dumping, you could trade a short. All right. I don't like trading anything, and usually I would put a short out if it was like a Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, but it's Sunday night. I strayed away from doing that. We looked at some of the strong coins at the beginning of the live stream. Hope you wrote those down. We also see the Graph, Zcash, and XD Network, and GALA, right? some privacy coins already in the game too as well. Let's take a look at Zcash holding its own. Privacy coin on KuCoin as well. And as I talked about, this thing could pump. And it did pump. Broke out a little bit, forming a flag and holding its own against the channel. Is it in the, we could actually open up the channel a little bit like this. Is it going to come back down to the bottom of the channel? Highly likely we could see it come right down here. Something like this. And this will come on down. I got an alert right there. When that comes on down, and because Bitcoin dumped, this thing didn't dump too bad. You know? So pretty interesting. Let's readjust too. Wow, I mean, you could see some serious gains out of this. Back to 22.78% gains out of Zcash. I like what I'm seeing here out of Zcash. Privacy coins are on the run, starting to make a bit of a move. R may couple that. R is another lower privacy coin, Pirate Chain, for the USDT pair here. And R pumping to the upside. And it did pull back, but it's been pumping so hard. And look, the 1 hour is already oversold for R. This thing's just been grinding and grinding to the upside. A little bit of bearish divvy there as well. See where it has to come down to. Let's take a look at the daily. Is the daily spent on it? Daily still has some momentum. Doesn't mean it's over. 4 hour needs to come on down. Okay. I'd wait for this maybe to interact with the 21-day moving average. Make a bit of a flag here or something like this. The 1 hour may still give you some legs. You might have some fun in this area on the 1 hour. But bigger time frame, I'll have to watch it closely, see what it does. Maybe it does something like this. Or it makes like a flag. We'll see. We'll have to interact with the 21-day moving average. And highly likely this will have to come back down. So I put an alert here. And when it comes back down, I'll take a look at it. R. Let's take a look at DERO, another privacy coin that comes off the top of my head for you. Just something I'm thinking about. You might want to take a look at. DERO. Didn't hit the stop loss. Kind of stayed in the channel. We could open up the channel a little bit too and do something like this. Didn't hit the stop loss. Trade is still open. I'll readjust the trade, but that trade is still open if it was made the way it was made. Let's take a look at this here. 19 to gain a big old gain there of about 70-80%, right? Yeah, so to me, still intact as long as it doesn't break this 10.64 area. That's like a pretty big, strong area for it to hold. 10.64, even 11, but 10.64 to me is nice. So DERO's still holding its own pretty much against Bitcoin. And extremely oversold in the 1 hour, extremely oversold on the 4 hour. This thing could move tonight, regardless of what I'm seeing on the other time frames. So I would watch DERO closely. I tell you what, no matter what happens in the market, we seem to sniff it out. We seem to sniff out what's around. Privacy coins, baby. And these are 3 privacy coins we've been trading on and off for the last year. Like, it's not like we just heard about these things. I remember ConsWork telling us about it a long, long time ago. You know, DERO, KuCoin, privacy coin. So now you can start putting it together. You're like, oh, that's why it didn't dump that bad. I mean, when you have people like stealing people's yachts, then that's why people are going to have privacy coins pumping, you know. The past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates, and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back from my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business. Let's go, baby! I get goosebumps, man. Tom Brady says he's returning to the NFL. He never left, baby. He never left. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe I wasn't following Tom Brady on Twitter. Laser Eyes, man. That's for crypto, for FTX exchange. Don't think it's not. Wow. Thanks to family for hosting me and my boys yesterday. So lucky to be able to share the experience like this. Wow. So cool, man. That's funny, man. He looks a little like Giselle. This dude looks just like his dad, though. He's got the Brady jaw. Look at that. So cool, man. Having kids is the greatest thing on earth, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. 4,637 followers. Thank you so much for all the love. Great tutoring session this morning with Sam. It's hard to try to express how just from him sharing his time and knowledge with me has empowered me. And now I know I will be successful. You are truly appreciated. Thank you so much to manifest my destiny, David Preston. So nice, man. Missiles fired towards U.S. consulate in Iraq came from Iran. That's what they say. Who knows anymore? I try not to listen to a lot of that stuff. Right? Mentor session with Lifer. I'm very bullish on this dude. I've learned a lifetime of value already. Don't sleep on the Lifer, right? Unbelievable. Tom Brady coming back. That's got me going. Look, 1000x gem is... Will Baby Doge be the next 1000x gem, right? Marvin is pumping hard. Retweet if you're ready for Mars. Wow, Marvin. Funny. Marvin Inu. Another one, baby. Meme. Kitty cat. Oh my gosh. Twitter, man. They claim to care. So funny. This is so funny. So DERO on the radar looking pretty nice, right? You never know, but looking pretty nice. Brady ain't done, man. Looks like MACD is in our favor. Symbolist divergence in the 5-minute. Same for me. Yeah. Let's take a look at OGN. OGN does look like it may not be done here. And is that origin protocol here on KuCoin? It is. Thing pumps so hard. So you look at this and you're like, well, how do I get into that? What do I do with that? Well, it's overbought on the 4-hour. Highly likely it has to come back down to the 21-day moving average. So, like, you could just leave it alone and wait for the 21 to interact. Put an alert here and walk away. Okay? No lie. Like, that's like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. However, you could also get frisky and look at this 5-minute here and see what you see. And you see this crazy consolidation going on, right? And you start building a picture and you're like, wait. You know, I see some movement here. It's technically broke out already of this wedge that it was making. Making a bit of a flag here now. See this? This is a little flag. Little wedge action. 5-minute wants to come down, curving a little bit. Look like the 1 minute's done. Yeah, pointing up. Interesting. Now it's making a flag there. See? Shoulder, head, and a shoulder there too. You see it's tiny, but you can see it. There's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. That tiny inverted head and shoulder does want to break to the upside like this. So minuscule, but if you zoom in, you can really see it. This is fun because we'll be able to see if this plays out like immediately. But there's a 68% chance that like the algos will pick up on that and pump this right up here to 38.48. Like that's supposed to happen. 68% chance that that's supposed to happen right now on the 1 minute chart. We are overbought on the stochastics though. So it will pop, curve, and then like you're probably even going to come back down. I've seen that 100 times. We'll keep that on ice. We'll come back to it. OGN. I think it's a little spent on the 4-hour, but it could have legs. Could have legs. Did they do the cut? Did they do the when QuickSwap did it get cut when QuickSwap took the 179? They were going to dilute it. I don't know if they did it yet. QuickSwap got a bit of a pump there too. Look at that. Yep, it's forming a flag, pumped out of that flag. And there's so many amazing coins that we put out today on the lot inside of the group just to watch, things to look at, things to put on your radar, things to watch for the next week. So many coins to watch, man. Today was insane. I was working hard. I put a lot of time into the group. I saw a lot of other people putting time into the group. I saw a lot of charts getting posted, a lot of ideas getting thrown around. It was infectious, honestly. It really was. You know, Waves BTC is looking nice on my radar. We'll take a look at this. Even that took a hit though. It's funny. Even Waves BTC, but overall, it's looking pretty solid. See this? Overall, it's looking pretty solid. It's still tight. Now it's just more oversold. To me, the prices just got a little better for the strong coins. The prices just got a little better, but nothing really changed, you know? So, like, I could go home tonight. We could end the live stream. We've already produced more ideas. I think we've taught more about technical analysis in the last hour than I've seen on almost any given YouTube channel. You know, they're fun to watch. Sometimes you do watch them for entertainment, and I get it, and I try to entertain. That's Saturday night. Once Sunday night starts, though, it's like once I start looking at the Dow futures, I'm getting pretty serious, and it's hard not to be. It's hard not to be serious when I'm looking at the Dow futures, you know. Waves BTC, 38% could be coming out of Waves BTC, especially if Bitcoin just goes sideways, doesn't have the strength, you know. Well, Bitcoin's pumping back up, though, getting that move. They're buying it back up with the algos, you know. Let's see if any shorts got squeezed on Whalebot Rect. Let's see what's going on there because, you know, we could see it could be a bit of a small short squeeze happening tonight. You never know. Liquidated long on Phantom. Oh, Phantom. No. Oh my God. That's all we need. Phantom is just getting squeezed, man. That hurts so bad. Like, should have sold short. That is an M pattern too, though. I have to be honest, and like that could end up bad. I mean, you don't want to be paper-handed, but geez Louise, like measured move could be down there. Like, I mean, negative 28. That doesn't make sense, but yeah, at least back to that resistance, 78 cents. I mean, if you got 111, you could do 78. You do 78, you could do 51. Everyone's always like, I can't go lower. It can always go lower. Remember that. It can always go worse. It can always get worse. Every time. It can always get worse. Dude, Andre Conje, man, you mother. Man, I can't believe that. That's crazy. Andre, man, what are you doing over here? So horrible, man. So horrible. I have to admit, even I'm feeling the pain of that. That's not fun. That's disgusting. Ugh, it gets me hot. Like, it actually stresses me out a little bit, you know? I mean, it's thousands and thousands of dollars he cost me in like a couple days. Gosh damn, man. It's not all about the money. I take a deep breath and I realize it's not all about the money, but I mean, that's just not fun, right? It sucks. Excuse my language, but it's not fun, man. Ladies and gents, I keep it real. It's a reality TV show, right? And everyone knows here I'm heavy on Phantom, and to see that happen to Phantom is not a good look, you know? All right, let's take a look at the super chats here. What are people saying? What are we doing? 336 people on the live. Thank you so much. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Kicking it with my Bitcoin hoodie. Doing them's. And look, it did break out. Look, almost went to the target. Halfway. Look at that. Interesting, right? Don't trade the 1 minute. All right? Please. Not the best look. That song just has like a long breakdown, but once it breaks down, it's all right. It just takes a while to get there, you know? Let me pop up the chat, see what's going down in the chat. Tom Brady is back, baby. I can't believe that. Thoughts on ADA and Zcash? Let's take a look at, we just looked at Zcash. Let's take a look at ADA. Cardano, I mean, struggling. Bad at 79 cents. Like, bad. And that's just like, wow, like, that's just like crazy, right? From the low where it was on Coinbase. We'll look at it on Binance where it originally was always at. And again, I mean, 5 days back down again to the ground, like didn't get any love at all when it moved out. Like that's bearish when you see moving down when you're moving up on the Stokes. I mean, that's horrible. Horrible. Honestly, like, it just, you know, until Cardano can break out of this, that's what you're looking at. You could get a leg. I mean, this is your measured move out. Once it does move out, back to 379, $4 Cardano. Where though? Like September, October, possibly. I mean, anything is possible. We have a whole year to go, but it's gonna be a while. I think it's gonna be a while till you see Cardano back above $1, like sometime in June or July, and then it's gonna build and build and. Cardano doesn't move too fast, I'll tell you that. And I don't know who sold other Cardano like that, but wow. And that's a blow to me too, because I'm a long-term holder of Cardano. It's just not fun. But again, I'm going to put in my years of work, and then I'm going to sell long-term. It is what it is. Just tough. Sell the top of Cardano next time, you know? Man. Like I swing trade, then I have long-term holds, and then I'm like, man, I should just make all my long-term holds swing trades. You know, but that's the battle. But I stay committed to what my original plan was, and that's the hardest thing to do. But I say that wasn't the plan. My plan was to just lock it away, do my thing, stake it, do whatever I got to do, and let it roll. You know, and let it roll. Let me pop on the chat. I had it for a second there. I know there's some asks out here. Thoughts on ADA and Zcash? You're the best to watch with the fam while we play Shoots and Ladders. Thanks, man. BREWLABS, Go, USDT, Crow, man, TENSET. Do you have a big bag of Phantom? I do. That just answered the question, doesn't it? Let's take a look at BREWLABS from last night. Someone had asked about BREWLABS at the end of the live stream, but I had just we had just ended the stream. Oh no, actually that was this morning. I go live so much. That was this morning. BREWLABS. Let's take a look at BREWLABS. 0067857 up 5% here today. All right, since we looked at it, I wasn't a fan. Honestly, I really wasn't. Site was like kind of like, I don't know, informative, trustworthy experience. BREWLABS Service Hub offers individuals the opportunity to bring their cryptocurrency ideas to life through smart contract engineering, auditing, and development and launch. Auditing, engineering, and token bridging. Certic, Whitebit, Binance Chain, CoinMarketCap. I like the idea. Friend of BREWLABS. Volcana allows BREWLABS holders to view a fully functional blockchain dashboard that shows detailed information about the BREWLABS project, which includes token metrics, price updates, financial charts, a summary of top holders, and links to key. Wallet is now advanced crypto portfolio monitoring solution that allows BREWLABS holders to monitor their holdings, which includes this historical reflection. I don't know. Something about it doesn't speak to me. I don't know why, but I can't say why. Very small volume, max supply 100 mil. I don't know. Yeah, BREWLABS, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'll look at it a deck screener for you. Just not my thing. Can't explain it. And you know why? There's just like certain, like, right? Certain happens to everybody. Look at a coin, they're just like, it's not my thing. It's been going up today. A little bit of a move here. Everyone wants the coin they find to be the coin. Like, no, but it's the best in the game. It actually, I mean, we did look at it and it looked bullish when we looked at the chart recently, didn't we? Don't get too attached, she said. I love you for the rest of my life. I am attached. I love you. Have a great night. You look wonderful. She's getting so big. She really grew up this week. Crazy, man. She'll almost be 8 years old. That could make me cry. I had a kid 8 years ago. Come on, man. I'm an old man. I was just 28 thinking about like getting married in my life. Then I was 31. Next thing you know, I'm almost 40 years old. I can't believe it. I cannot believe how old I'm getting. You guys watch me get old on this channel. Almost 3 years of my life passed on this channel. Insanity. Absolute insanity. It's like a reality TV show. Nuts. 0137. This thing could break out of this funky pattern that it is in. Bit of a double bottom with a higher low. It could break out. I mean, channel's not the worst thing to see. It could break out. Not my favorite idea, but it could pump. It could pump. Not biased about the TA. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Let's take a look at GALA real quick. I like GALA too. I see my team kind of fiending for it, talking about it. I like me some GALA as well. Pumping back to 29 there too on the 1 minute. Let's get off the 1 minute though, shall we? 1 minute is a dangerous chart to be on. Especially for beginners watching the channel. You don't want them getting into the 1 minute. That'll hurt them pretty bad. I don't condone 1 minute trading, especially to people who just get into trading. You want to stick to the daily, the 4 hour. You want to look at bigger time frames. You want to get your bearings. You want to start understanding stuff. Maybe the 1 hour, the 50 minute aren't too bad. But once you get into that 5 and that 1 minute, it can be treacherous if you don't know what you're doing. It can be treacherous. Okay, so just be careful. Know that I love you and I don't want to see you get hurt. So look, this is a cup and handle. Are we breaking out of the handle? There's a chance that is a breakout of the handle. 1 hour pushing to the upside. Look at that. That's looking beautiful. GALA wanting to pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for GALA. Also on the 4 hour, right? Coming down, I believe that could curve and do a whoop, whoop. We're getting a higher low. We're forming this channel. However, anything could happen. You could see us get rejected and just continue to dump. All right, so just be careful. We're not breaking this bigger trend line here that we're underneath. So remember that. Like, that's a bigger channel that does need to break, and we might just get rejected and end up down there. Also, we could be in this channel here, which I'm showing you, and we're kind of back in it now until we break out of it. like I'm saying, we could end up back down here again to a low at 19. So that doesn't, you know, I don't, you know, nothing's guaranteed here. All right, just be careful. If GALA does pump, it's the rejection back there at 24. We would like to see it get above there. Use that as resistance. If you want to play it real safe, you can wait for GALA to pump and get above 24. Use that as support and bounce. And that could be the catalyst for a move before you kind of avoid most of this downside. So there's a bunch of ways to think about it. You do whatever makes you happy, or you don't even trade it at all. Or you just, you know, again, you got to chart it yourself. You got to think about these things yourself. And it's up to you. You can't let anyone tell you what to do. No matter what, you pull the trigger. Remember that. No matter what, you pull that trigger. All right. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for being here. 321 people, 251 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to all the super chats. Thank you to all the support. And thank you to all the love here on a Saturday night. Jumping on in. Luna looking strong as well. Luna is looking strong. Okay. People want to see Crow, Go USDT, and Crow. Let's take a look at Go USDT, Go chain on KuCoin. Getting tight. Someone said it's getting tight. It is getting very, very tight. It is. It's a very good point. And the 4-hour wants to pump. I mean, the last time this thing could do damage. Go chain. Look at that. The tightness is in for Go chain for sure, and it didn't make a bit of a dump compared to Bitcoin. You can see a lot of the liquidity that was in it, people holding, getting ready for a move. They don't want to dump this thing like they dumped Bitcoin. So I would wait for the 1 hour to come to the downside, though. I'd never get in when I see a turn there. That's just not my style. Even if I miss a move, it's okay, because it's just not part of my trading style. We are having resistance here, though. Look, we can't get above it. So if you don't see a coin break up, if you don't see it close above this in the next few hours, like, highly likely there is more downside. Okay, but just because we're tight doesn't mean there's more downside. Also, we're below all the moving averages. It's bearish. It's bearish. We need this 21 to curve and get above that 50, right? And, you know, okay. Cock blockano. Yeah, that's what happens. Let's take a look at Crow USDT, crypto.com at 37, holding its own, getting the same dip Bitcoin did. Everything's kind of following Bitcoin. It's in that bear flag, right? Let's take a look at Crow here on the daily or the 3-day chart. Just something big to look at. And actually, let's take a look at it. It was on Binance first, right? That's a small chart there on Coinbase. Well, maybe was it even on Yeah, it was on KuCoin before anything else even, really. Wow, look at that. KuCoin down here on July. Could I get into the Crow at 16 cents? Even back there at 12 cents. So this actually looks strong because it's touching the 200-day moving average. And that's what I really like to see. Okay. Let's pull Impulse here. And you can see it's bouncing off the 786. And it's in between the 786 and the 706 and the 200-day moving average and getting tight on the moving averages. You can see this is the level it needs to break, but watch Crow. Once it breaks this level, she gone, baby. She gone. You know, remember, I mean, this is an adoption phase here. Crow is an adoption coin. I mean, it has the stadium in LA named after it. Once, you know, things start to rev up again, which they are, I believe this is going to get popularity and move. Also, just in the smaller frame of things, like, this is a bit of a smaller, tinier little triangle in here, and this has legs. So I'm just showing you this little smaller idea here inside of here. I just thought of a random day, like 8 years ago, when I was in like a department store, like trying on like a sweater or a shirt or something in New York. Why I thought of that day, there's no real reason. So weird how the mind works, like why we have the memories we do, why do we think of the things we do when we think of them. Pretty interesting, right? So Crow, overbought, oversold, wants to bounce through the upside on the daily. 3-day as well, big time frames, want to make a big move. 4 hours coming in the sweet spot, 1 hour's in the sweet spot, 15-minute did a pump. So interesting. Again, high volatility on a Sunday night. I like what I'm seeing. this is definitely a coin I would be DCAing into and building a long-term position in, because I believe it's going to be here. I believe it's something you can hold 4 or 5, 7 years from now. I think it's still going to be around. So yeah, I think that's definitely a long-term hold and a good solid coin. Also, it's very available with good liquidity on multiple exchanges, so you can get it anywhere and everywhere, right? Bitcoin 3L getting a pump to the upside here, now up about 3%, right? Off that divergence that we talked about. Remember, we talked about the divergence, and it is breaking to the upside on the 15-minute. So that's the divergence playing out, right? Shoulder, head, and a shoulder, but dang, that did break market structure. Sad. Let's take a look at MAN, which is Matrix AI, right? Is that what someone wants to look at? MAN, M-A-N, Matrix AI, MAN. And it did a nice pump today, up like 19 or 20%, but came right back down. Look at the double top it made. Went up, came back up. It kind of did a lithium, like a pump and dump there. Let's see. Now on the bigger time frame, look what I have going on it. I just was looking at this giant double bottom, and idea that this thing could go up 464% gains. I mean, the idea though is everything is down in the dumps and everybody's worried down here. When you buy these buys down here, it feels horrible. The market feels absolutely horrible, like nothing good is going to happen, and it's just sad. And then, bam, big, huge move. Bam, 4.64%, 464% gains there out of MAN USDT, right? I mean, again, is it going to happen? Nothing's guaranteed. This is Matrix AI, but this thing could do damage, and it's in a bit of a bull, double bottoming here. Daily is a little overbought, though, and didn't get a bit of a move. I don't see a lot of strength. I mean, we could be entering a multi-year bear market. I just want everyone to know that. Like, I don't want to be like, and I guess it's like sad to say that because I don't want to say things like that at all. But there's a chance that we're not out the water yet. I just want everybody to know that, all right? And I want everyone to realize that there's a possibility, all right? Deep breaths. I know you don't want to hear it, and I know it hurts. It hurts for me to say it. But I also want to be your friend and someone that you can believe and trust. And I have to be honest with each and every one here on this channel. So if you're a moon boy, if you only want to see the coin go up and you never want to know what it's like when the coin goes down, then this channel is probably not for you, right? This channel is for people that want to learn how to trade cryptocurrency in the good times, in the bad times, in the ups and the downs, no matter what. This is for people that want to learn a skill they can take with them for the rest of their lives, no matter what. And if you're ready to kick it with me and go through no matter what, then I'm ready to kick it with you. So let's do it. Let's look at TENSET real quick. TENSET. Let's see why it didn't. I think it's like decentralized, right? So let's look at TENSET here. $3, TENSET. I always liked this coin from the day it came out. $275 million market cap. Up 9% today. Let's take a look at their learn more about TENSET. TENSET is revolutionizing the investment field in cryptocurrency. We offer investors exposure to a wide range of assets through holding our TENSET token. Thanks to the ETF 2.0 portfolio, profits from the portfolio are used to buy TENSET and permanently burn them from deflation. We offer a world-class launchpad platform that features only the greatest crypto projects with huge potential, as well as the largest airdrop pool in the crypto space. Pretty cool, right? Total supply, current supply, and burn 11 mil. 90 mil is the current supply. Total supply 198 mil. That's not that many really when you think about it. Total buybacks $4.4 million. TENSET buybacks. Portfolio value. Gem launch program. TENSET offers a world-class launchpad promising crypto projects. The platform will only feature the greatest blockchain projects that have huge potential on a global scale. We have a vigorous assessment and vetting process when considering a project in order to ensure the highest quality and future potential. It's interesting. TENSET, Infinity Airdrop. The Infinity Airdrop is a game-changing utility introduced to the TENSET token. This platform offers a lucrative passive income to loyal TENSET holders who lock their TENSET. Investors can lock their TENSET for 6 to 24 months and return earn daily airdrops from all of the different crypto projects participating in the Infinity pool, including TENSET. We are building the largest airdrop pool in the entire crypto space and onboarding tens of tokens to the pool at a given time. That will be shared to all investors who lock. I don't like locking because, you get out and you never know what the market's going to be like when you get out. What if the project doesn't even exist? Anything could happen, right? So, I mean, because I'm so skeptical of that, it's hard for me to want to lock long term. But again, it could play out. Like, only thing I would lock long term, like Polkadot, I believe Polkadot long term lock. But at the same time, like, you might get out and it might just not be where you want it to be when it's all said and done, you know? I did that other lock. I locked something for a long time. It's actually, the lock's up. It's been over like a year. I never thought it would be done by now. It's almost been 2 years I've been locking it up. Wise token. I did that Wise lock, right? This broke out of a flag here, and this has been continuing to go to the upside. Look at TENSET. TENSET's been pumping to the upside today, doing some damage. Let's take a look at it on the 4-hour time frame. And we went over it on the weekly screen share as well. So my team, like, we've been going over this. I like what I'm seeing for TENSET. I really do, because I've known about this coin for a while. It's weird. The charts just started there. Yeah, August 21st. Yeah, back in there. Bit of a symmetrical triangle breaking out 50-50. This thing has legs to go to the upside. I would watch TENSET closely. It's also on token metrics. They've been watching it closely as well. I've known about it way before then, but now it's popping in their radar as something comparatively hot in relative to the rest of the market as well. So we're seeing something stir up here for TENSET. Possible 88% gains coming if this continues to the upside for TENSET. Do your own research for sure and check it out. Follow me at Twitter. You just might get a chart on your feed. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I'm ready to kick it with you. I want you as a mentor. Gina Bombina has my back. I emailed you, brother. You are my only choice. I have family in Boston to stay with. Love you, bro. Amazing. I'm ready to kick it with you. I just want you as a mentor. Gina Bombina has my back. I emailed you, brother. You are my only choice. I have family in Boston to stay with. Love you, bro. Love you too, my friend. Ron Schuler, please look at GMB and TIDAL. Much love for all you do. Shout out to Ron Schuler, my man. Thank you so much. Look at GMB and TIDAL. We did look at GMB already today, but we'll look at it again. Funny, TIDAL came across my mind recently, and I just kind of let it fly past my idea. Thoughts on VR, falling wedge in the daily tight. Yeah, that thing's been getting pounded to the ground, though. Need Elon Musk to get smarter so we can put Shiba Inu, Doge, Mars, Elon decals on all his rockets so there's more advertising on TV. Shiba Inu, Doge, Elon, Mars. Doge, Elon, Mars. And CEEK VR as well. Let's take a look at CEEK VR. Let's also take a look at VR. So we got to look at CEEK VR. We're also going to be taking a look at GMB and TIDAL. TIDAL on my radar. Actually, TIDAL it's something to do with music when I think of TIDAL, but I could be wrong, right? But it could be something to do with music. Watch TENSET for sure. I mean, I know if you're in my group, we went through a lot of coins today, and I know it could be overwhelming. I want you to make a list of all those coins, okay? Write them down. Start doing your research. You may get to 1 or 2 tomorrow. You may get to 3 or 4 or 5 by the midweek. Just do your research. Do what you can do. Don't get overwhelmed, okay? And all will be fine. What it's better off is than you just going off into the internet and trying to find anything. We already kind of at least narrowed down where the money's coming. So you got to get a feel of what's happening in the market, right? Funny, the European Union. Bitcoin may effectively be banned in Europe as EU set to finalize regulatory framework for crypto. A European Parliament committee is stated to hold a vote on the final version of the draft on cryptocurrency. I don't believe this. I believe it's a fear tactic, so I would take a deep breath. And even if it was, I think it would be a good thing. So foolish, too. According to the draft by the new law, cryptocurrency assets issued and or traded in the EU shall be subject to minimum environmental sustainability standards and set up and maintain a phased rollout plan to ensure compliance with those requirements. In late February, another draft intended to ban Bitcoin. While the EU by 2025 was introduced, however, it received strong flack with the community, forcing EU lawmakers to back down from their plan to impose a ban on the Apex crypto. The reference to minimum sustainability as well as rollout requirements appear to be last-minute changes introduced to ban the use of digital currencies working on a proof-of-work consensus mechanism. Jeremy Allaire, co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Circle, was among the industry leaders responding with alarm to the proposal. Extremely high-stakes votes in the EU that such a proposal made it this far is extraordinarily concerning and unlikely to stand up to practical reality. Yeah, I mean, I believe this is a fear tactic. I would take a deep breath. A lot of this stuff gets people going. The weaker your mind, the easier this will draw you down. I tend to just move forward. Bitcoin will be the strongest thing in the world. Every nation that accepts it will be stronger. Whoever doesn't will fall to the wayside and to prehistoric, medieval, down and dark times. So Yeah, I would laugh in the face at anyone that does that. Worst thing they could ever do, you know. So yeah, it is what it is. Raul Paul declares crypto is growing faster than the internet. Says Bitcoin could reach $600,000. Former Goldman Sachs, group, hedge fund executive Raul Paul. This was one of the top guys, everybody. This isn't just some random dude. This is one of the guys. This was one of the institutions. This guy was one of the big guys at the top that everyone talks about. He says the crypto market is growing 137% a year, while the internet grew at 76% a year. Based on data from Crypto.com, the World Bank and global macro investor himself, Powell said that even if the growth of the crypto economy slows at the same pace that the internet expanded, the crypto industry is headed to a staggering 5 billion users by 2030. We've updated our well-known chart of crypto adoption versus internet, both starting at 5 million users. 2021 was an accelerating growth year, and the Reed's Law effect of networks build upon networks, creating even more exponentially, building even more exponentially is clear. See this? So like 5.1 billion crypto users this is crazy. By 2030. The internet grew from 1992 to 2006. Look at that. And the internet's bigger than it was when the internet wasn't there. So I think this is even a flawed idea because my mind just did the exponential loss of the deviation when you think of what the internet would have created each time it's compounded, and that's compounded data, right? So if the internet compounded the data, so the internet was growing here, right? This is going to go something like this because the internet is already this strong here when this begins. You get it? Does that everyone make sense what I just explained? If not, you could come join the trading group and we'll explain it again. I'm just messing around. Altcoins right now. Look, altcoins. Right now, we are deep diving the hottest altcoins. Whenever I see something trending, you got to add to that trend, right? Altcoins, right? Right now we are deep diving the hottest altcoins. And then we might as well grab that stream and send it on up there, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. By year 6, after the 5 million users, crypto has 295 million participants, and the internet had 195 million. Crypto is growing at 137% a year, while the internet grew at 76. As I always say, this is the fastest adoption of technology the world has ever seen. See? Ever seen, everybody. Binance even trending right here too as well. Play to earn trending. And Tom Brady back in the hot seat, baby. My goodness. I can't believe it. Tom Brady back in the game. I'm going to wake up tomorrow feeling a little different, knowing that Tom Brady's back in the saddle. I can't believe it. Remember, too, there's a lot of fear right now. Look at the daily time frame. Low, higher low, and we're about to get that rounded move here on the stochastics RSI. I'm feeling good about Bitcoin breaking out of this wedge to the upside, making a move to the upside, at least to the top of this channel. Then we'll see at 40,000, 44 where we want to go. Measured move out of this, as we've said here, is about 48,000. Even if we get a push up to the next 50,000, we could see a big move for Bitcoin for sure. So remember that. It did on a smaller time frame. Falling wedges, when they break down, they fall straight out. They're bad. They fall just right down. Seeing a bit of a green here now on the daily time frame, getting a bit of a bounce back up. Market coming back slowly but surely. Take a look at those Dow futures. Are they holding above 200? Are they slipping below 100? Back to 211.90 for the Dow futures. We'll also kind of refresh right here, see what we get in 209.90 on the Dow futures. Why are we looking at the Dow futures? Because they're going to give us an idea of what's happening tomorrow morning in the crypto markets because they've been directly correlated. And if the Dow futures were extremely red right now, I'd be worried. Trying to help someone asking me why they can't find heroes. I'm like, because you're not spelling it with the extra E, which is a 3. Because it's the hardest ticker in the world with a 3. That's an E, and there's 2 of them. It's got a 33 in it, you know. Funny, like. Let's take a look at GMB and title from my man Ron. Thank you, Ron, for the $20 super chat, coming in strong on a Saturday night. Thank you very much for the $20 super chat from my man Ron, my dude. So GMB, which is GAM, right? Which is gamble, I believe, right? Let's take a look at it here. Oops, sorry. Hold control or shift and zoom in. Then hold control and move. There we go. Wow. Funny. So it got tight and it moved up huge. Funny, we were looking at this thing closely. Let me take a look here the last time I put it on the radar. Now, sometimes I put a setup and we hit. But even then, the setup alone is letting you know that we're looking at a coin, you know? So look, I looked at it on 228. Gambit. Watch Gambit on KuCoin right there. We hit it for that little gain as it popped out of the channel for a nice 14%, right? Hit my target, and that was the last time I really looked at it. The price of that at the time was 0011286. It's now about 0111358, not much different from there, right? But the big move there was the nice push. Now, we look at it on the 30-minute and the 1 hour and the 15, oversold on all time frames. 15-minute really would be where I might kind of look at this thing, because that's where you get the most market structure due to the lack of liquidity. Like, you don't have like solid candle action on bigger time frames. So this could break out for sure. I mean, we could see it happen. Take a look at the 4 hour, a little spent though, right? So I don't like to trade against the 4 hour. That's my thing. But you could backtest this theory. Every once in a while, what you'll get is you get the 4 hour to flip on you, and you will be able to trade, you know, but it could come down too. So you're kind of in the middle. You're kind of at the mercy of the smaller time frames. So you know, the only thing a trader could do in a situation like this would be to have to like just put a stop loss, let it fly. Again, I don't like this look right now, and we're highly volatile on a Saturday, Sunday night. GMB, interesting. Would I hold this long term? I don't know. Honestly, I really don't. I don't know enough about the project, and it's kind of in the dumps right now if you look at it, right? So to me, it's got to get above this 002 level to like hold some face. Get a retest off that. Show me that you're showing some love, and then it could see a big move. When you look at the 3 day, you know, and then again, like that 3 days got to carry it back above to 0028883 to really take it seriously at all, in my humble opinion. GMB. Title. TIDAL. Title Finance on KuCoin. Same thing here. This thing's down in the dumps on the 3 day. Trying to make a big move, but didn't do much, right? A lot of these coins were kind of pipe dreams that may never come back. Honestly, I have to be honest. Not every one of these coins is going to make it back just because it was in the game, you know. These look like some forgotten projects that are beat to the ground. Sad to say. 1 hour's pumping here, though. You might get a pump. You just started to get a pump on this falling wedge. They're just not my favorite things to play, or things that are like at the ground. Especially things that I don't have, like, I haven't researched like 100%, or even if I have know what title is, but I didn't, you know, it wasn't my cup of tea. I wasn't like all about title, you know. What happens when you're in profit but ADL indicators are flashing? It's up to you, man. Do whatever you want. Why hasn't Hollywood made a comedy crypto movie starring Danny McBride, Will Ferrell, Jack Black, Jim Carrey, Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, Jack C. Riley, just to get the noobs into cryptocurrency, Sam? Because they don't want us into cryptocurrency, man. All right. Shout out to Frankie G. This one is for Brady T12, my man. I swear you did that already. Did you do that again? I swear I just got, like, when he retired, did you do that? I swear I just got deja vu. You've done that before. But again, shout out to my man, Frankie G. You're the man, dude, with 2 Y's, too. Frankie G with 2 Y's. Let's take a look at CEEK. Let's take a look at VR. All right. Title could push up here all the way to 001941. Bit of a move there. And not my favorite project. And it might pump right now. You never know. Just not my favorite thing. I like CEEK VR, which I thought was hot. CEEK USDT on BitGet. Only place you can get it at, but at least they got it. At least they got Big Get running. Let's take a look at the daily for this thing. I thought this project was super hot. If you look at it here on CoinMarketCap, I always like the project CEEK VR. You know, it's like you could experience all different events. You know, welcome to CEEK VR, DeFi for music artists, sports, and content creators. World-class partnerships. Patented VR headset bundles are currently sold at major retailers nationwide. CEEK VR Inc. partnership agreement with Universal grants rights to live performances with top artists, including Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, U2, Sting, Neo, and more. CEEK has upcoming releases with major studios and influential producers. I mean, no one really seems to have a real-world product, connections, apps, and movement. CEEK VR is doing big things right now, and the market low right now is giving some ideas, that, you know, some low prices to coins that I think could make some major moves. I like this at $217 million market cap. We've been looking at it ever since it really first came out. CEEK VR is on the radar. PancakeSwap is the place to be. Also Gate.io, Bancor, or Probit. We're going to look at it here on Dex Screener. But this thing does have my attention. It does have my attention. All right. Remember, we went over TENSET as well. We're going to find some gems no matter what. You're going to want to write down what we look at here on the channel. All right. We somehow have an uncanny way to sniff out a gainer no matter what's happening in the market. I don't know how. I guess it's because we show up every day. And if you show up and do something every day, eventually something's going to give. Eventually something's going to give. So, wow. See, look at CEEK VR. Since it first came out, when we first looked at it too, it's up big because we looked at it as a penny, 8 cents, 10 cents. It would go all the way to $1.19. Did a nice 11x there. Came back down. You can see the wedge that it's in. Getting extremely tight, like almost everything in the game, right? CEEK VR. Now, this is a project I normally don't run after a falling knife, but like this is a project has a little bit of resistance below it, right? So it's not at the bottom of its barrel like a lot of other coins. It has a little bit of a base. There's resistance. It's bouncing off that level there. This thing has legs. Bitcoin recovers and you see the market start to move. This is a coin that I believe can get some real big traction. Also, you heard the name Katy Perry, Universal, and you saw these headsets are really being sold in stores. Who else has that? And it's on PancakeSwap and nobody even knows about this thing? Like, I mean, this thing should get way more love. This coin should be way more out there. It has a working product and it's hot. You don't see me talk about a lot of things. You see me just graze by a product or a coin and I'll just be like, nah, I don't like it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Just trying to put it on your radar. You do your own research. You pick up on whatever you want. Maybe it speaks to you. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It speaks to me. It speaks to me. Definitely a coin to watch. I mean, Universal, like, Katy Perry, all that, like, CEEK VR, you know? And I know we've gone over this thing like 10 or 12 times on the channel. That brings me to OVR, another coin I used to really like back in the day. It was on KuCoin for a while. Now it's on BitGet for a spot. Oh man, in the dumps, like everything in the oh man, OVR. I swear OVR was on more than just one interesting. I wonder if it got taken off. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Crypto Life for super chats. VR, TIDAL, SSD, Secret World Network. Let's take a look at VR too. Speaking of all this VR, let's look at Victoria VR. Getting beat to the ground. Look at that. Still not at the low of the lows, but I kept saying this thing could keep going down, right? Is 12 the bottom? Is it finally going to say enough is enough? Look, the daily came up and it didn't make a higher high. In order for coins to continue to stop going down, they need to break above their resistance when the stochastics get to the high point. So here, if CEEK VR does not get a candle to close on the daily time frame above this level, 1416, expect more downside. And I said this before and I drew the downside. Expect more downside. Down to 2 cents, 3 cents. I don't know why. I heard this thing had a deal with Dell. It was the hottest thing in the game. I loved it. We had this going and we traded it. we actually took that pump. I sold around there, thought it was just going to keep doing its thing, and wow, after I sold, it just would never, ever come back. And I actually liked it. I thought it could be a good long-term play when it said it was doing a deal with Dell, you know? So, but the market also was sketch. The market was also sketch, so. Shout out to the Oracle of Wisdom, Grace Protocol. Shout out to Felipe. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to Finbook, my man. Shout out to Felipe. TIDAL, SSD, Secret World Network. That thing was hot today. Let's take a look at it. And shout out to Scooter McGavin. Shout out to all the new people in the group doing deep dives on coins. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Brian Shrimp came up with the idea. He's pretty awesome. Wow. I mean, this thing is hot. And we talked about this thing could possibly pump to the upside out of that little flag, didn't we? SSD. I'm pretty sure I looked at it earlier today on the channel. Hold on one second here. Let me look. I would have sworn I went over this already, and I liked what I saw, you know? Form this long fallen wedge. It broke out to the upside, right? Bang. Formed a little flag here, and you can see that flag has a pole. The measured move is this. See, this little measured move here is just like this measured move here. You get it? Ah, like small to big is big to small. The Russian dolls. Okay. This thing could keep going. SSD on PancakeSwap. I do like that coin. I'm going to look at it too again here. There's something about it. I believe it can do the pump. You know, I don't know if it's a long-term hold, but it's got that je ne sais quoi that I believe could do damage. Is it on the Gecko? Let's take a look. I'm not sure. It may be on the Gecko here. SSD. Yeah, so we could only find it here on the low, on PancakeSwap, on Dex Screener. Not even sure where my man got the contract, honestly. Reener, K-Dub, and Beats, and Peyton Stack are all VIP to me. My man. Scooter McAvin. I know, it's so awesome, right? We falling asleep short tonight? In my opinion, Bitcoin is just retesting the 37,000 mark again, folks. Did you do DOT already? I jumped in late. Now, come on, Polkadot, man. Boring coin. No, I'm just joking, but it's like, it is kind of boring lately. I will be honest. We did TIDAL already, my man. You slipping, Super Chat. You slipping, Zero. No, I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry, but MOVR, really low RSI, 1 and 4 hour MACD turning. Thanks. Shout out to Rex Gordon. And why is GMT pumping so much? How much more can it go? Interesting. GMT. Wow, that's absolute insanity. How come no one told me about this? Like, came out today, March 9th. Guys, how do we not know about this? Like, how does this occur? How does the lifer not find out? I feel like I need to know about every single coin in the game. Like, if it exists, I have to know about it. I mean, this thing looks like it's flagging out for more right now. I'd watch this thing. It's on Binance. Maybe you could even jump on it on BolsaDex. Link to BolsaDex in the description. This thing has legs. I mean, it's continuing to go parabolico. I mean, parabolic, my friends. That's crazy. Another 41% gains coming out of this thing. That's very possible. 15-minute, let it cool off again. Put an alert here, but wow, this thing could do damage. It really could. That's crazy. That thing's just been launching itself to the upside. 1,000% gains? Like, what the? Like, come on now. Look at this. Just from the 9th, it's up 438% since, like, March. Since, like, March 11th. 2-3 days? Are you kidding me? To 4x your money, GMT, banging on them. And it looks like it just kept nicely doing it too, holding its own each time and just banging on them. Like, that's insanity. Almost looks like a Exia chain. FOMO wanting it. Yeah, Parabolico Loco, right? Link in the bio, guys. The project behind Get is good. Been seeing it the past 2 days. GMT keeps coming up on input spike, but I can't trade it. Interesting. Check out the green candles on XRise. XRise. Wow, that thing's out of control. For AVAX, huh? You can get on the AVAX network at, okay. That's crazy. Taking a look at MOVR here now on, it's on KuCoin as well for the spot. Actually, Moon River, MOVR here on KuCoin. 15-minute wants to bend over, and look at that. It's trying to roll back over, man. You know, and a bit of a flag there. What did you suggest? You said it was hot. MOVR, 1 hour and 4 hour low, MACD turning. Thanks. 15-minute could dump on you, though. You got to get through this 15-minute first before you really say anything about it. I'll be honest, the 50 minutes been pretty strong. So I see this thing could dump even more to active 42. Who knows? Let's take a look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Yeah, both super oversold, but that is just a beat to the ground. Like look at that thing. Like, I don't catch falling knives. It's just not my trading style. And what I mean by that is like if it was here, I'd trade it because there's chop. I don't like to try to find out if that's the bottom of a coin. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know when the bottom of a coin is. Trust me, I've tried it 100 times, right? Now, if you really believe in the project, you DCA and you can still win buying the bottom, and that's what called buying the bottom is. But trying to swing trade the bottom has never been my deal. Because why? Like, it's like trying to balance. Like, if I'm gonna try to tightrope rock, I'm gonna just try to walk in my house. Like, I'm not gonna actually do it on something where I can actually fall off and get. You know, it's like if I'm gonna trade, then this is like the highest risk trade possible. Again, it could pop. It's getting very tight, like a lot of other coins, right? This thing's ready to go. Like, for sure, 68% chance of a break to the upside. It's in a falling wedge, and it's tight. Highly likely you see a huge push up. Okay. But it just, for me and my risk tolerance, it just doesn't fit for me. Someone else in the group might love this and nail it. But for me, it just doesn't trade my risk tolerance. So you trade currencies that have made a higher high only. Exactly. The group of traders are going to do some serious damage to the market makers. Shout out to Rena Hasbray, my man. You can pay with crypto for your beginner course by emailing Crypto Lifers. Yes, we do have that. Beginner's course this Tuesday, March 15th, 3 p.m. Last Saturday of every month, 9 a.m. Learn TA in the language of the patterns. 2 hours that are life-changing. Email CryptoLifers@gmail. XRise, The Awakening. That's crazy. Want to write that stuff down. SWTH, Carbon, part of the IBC group now. Interesting. And this is where I like these deep dives, these little gems people throw into the chat. It's kind of like a little, it's like a hunt for me. Carbon token, SWTH, dem.exchange. It's so weird how it's dem, right? Like, no, it's just funny. Decentralized trading for any financial asset imaginable. Unleashing the true power of DeFi with the world's first fully decentralized derivatives platform. Reimagine open markets with DMEX. Wow. Volume, $35,000. That's not a lot of volume. 22 coins. USDC, NEO, BUSD. Yikes. Get caught trading on this thing and never get out. Powered by Carbon Protocol. Not a trader. Liquidity pools. 3.7 mil. 1.2 billion staked. 1.2 billion of that coin stake. Staking APR at 19%. That ain't bad. Staking rewards $8,000 only. Tiny coin. I don't know, man. I'd be careful with this thing. Spot, Deribit, Bybit, BitMEX, Binance. Comparison with other exchanges. DMEX has it all. Spot, delivery, futures, perpetual swap, options, and leverage. Start trading. I'd be careful with this. That's low liquidity. I'd be very careful. 33,000 in trading volume. Fully diluted valuation, 28 million. Market cap, 22 million. I don't know. Not my cup of tea. I'd be very careful with this thing. Again, very careful. Again, I just picked it out of the chat, and that's probably a reason why I shouldn't have, right? But there you go. Theta, Icon, and Nano. Okay. How are you feeling about the Kyber network these days? It's hot. Love learning you. The nicest ever. Enjoyed you when you called into the lifer on the screen share. Zillicoil's looking tight too. We talked about Zillicoil, but it probably bounced back down with Bitcoin as well. Yeah. Samuel, can we look at RUNE for a second? I think we did already at the beginning of the channel. We really did. I appreciate you, though. Thank you. Super chats are clear. Thank you so much. 9:51 p.m. and we're on our way out for the night. Sunday night, baby. Get some sleep tonight, everybody. Make sure you're ready for the week ahead. You will be my mentor. See you soon. Oh my gosh, I'm worried. We can do it online. Thanks, Edmund. I appreciate it, man. I'm only trading Bitcoin right now. What do you think of INV? I mean, it pumped hard. We went over it already, too, as well. Fatal Attraction. Finbook, man. Not creepy at all. That's not funny, though, Gina. Don't do that to me. I gotta be nice to everybody at all times, Gina. Will Bitcoin dump more? Yes, all over your face. Now, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to Bitcoin. All right? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I got higher lows. I'm long. I'll tell everyone right now, I'm long on this 4-hour higher low on the stochastics. Boom. That's gonna push us up. I like that. So I'm long Bitcoin right now. Right? Yeah, it's too much, right? Like, fatal, y'all like, you know, you could hurt someone's feelings too. Like, I mean, we love everybody here, you know? Anything is possible. It is, though. Shout out to Edmund Coleman, my man. Appreciate you. Yeah. He's like, I'll be at your front door tomorrow. I found out your address, and I'll be at your window knocking on it. Like, yeah. This one's for Brady, man. I still can't believe Brady's coming back. That gets me so hyped that I'm going to see Brady back in the uniform again. Now I can call my buddies and we can laugh about this, man. Brady is back, baby. Brady's back, man. Brady's back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Take a look at those Dow futures one more time. Take a look at Bitcoin holding it down. Look like we could have a green day tomorrow, friends. You know, get through this volatility on a Sunday night. It could have been worse, could have been better. That weekly candle was nasty. Wasn't a strong weekly candle at all. That's not a good look. However, we're still holding above levels. And, you know, let's see how this pump plays out. Because this reversal is we've been waiting on now for a while. They've been really, really pushing it. There's a lot of people shorting the market right now. They're probably going to get eaten alive. Again, I don't like to be on the other side of the market maker. And if you're shorting right now, he's coming to eat you alive. But again, I could be wrong and anything is possible. Don't do anything I do. Don't do anything I say. Nothing is financial advice. Everybody, thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the love. And I'll be back tomorrow. Did you notice that I don't think you can see that I had the Bitcoin hoodie on. I don't think you could see it, right? Let me see here. I might have just messed up the whole thing. Let me see here. Got the Bitcoin hoodie on, representing. You know what I'm saying? All day long, baby. White tee with the Bitcoin hoodie every Sunday night. That's what it's going to be. White tee with the Bitcoin hood. You know? All right? I wear this wherever I go. Let people know, you know, I'm that Bitcoin dude. You know? Nah, I'm just... Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for being here. You're amazing, each and every one of you. Let's jump into the room. I'll get back into the charts, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, you're still here? Oh. In that case, join my trading group if you haven't. I would love to see you in there for $99 a month. I will bust my butt for you. I will go through the charts. You'll get Bitcoin updates. You would have known Bitcoin was going to dump today before it happened. You would have seen a bunch of other coins happening. You would have been a bunch of other traders looking at the market, having a blast, taking profits, learning how to short, learning how to long, and learning how to trade these markets for the rest of their lives. A couple years into this, you will be able to have a skill that you can use for the rest of your life. So shout out to everyone. I love you. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Peace. I love you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Have a good night of sleep. It's Sunday night. Don't overtrade. High volatility. Be careful. I'll see you on the next live.